everyone. Welcome to our We Stay Safe Rapid Test webinar. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Wendy Fulton, the Digital Events Platform Developer with the Windsor-Essex Chamber of Commerce. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can post them in the Q&A session and they'll be answered later on during the webinar. Just a note to all of our panels to remember to unmute yourself when it's your turn to speak. The webinar is being recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel at the end of the day. If you're interested in viewing any of our previous webinars, you can find those on our YouTube channel as well or on our website. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So it looks like everybody's joined us now, so I'll hand the floor over to Rakesh Naidu, the President and CEO of the Windsor-Essex Chamber of Commerce.
Thanks, Wendy, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. And I want to say a special thanks to Wendy Parson, our partner from Leamington Chamber, and Ivan Pilan, the President and CEO of WEtech Alliance, again, our partner. Thanks to both of you for your constant support in making this program happen and for constantly getting this out and making as many businesses to take advantage of this as possible. So we really appreciate your collaboration on this. And also thanks to my colleagues who work tirelessly, to get this program out. And every day we're handing out kits to quite a few businesses in the Windsor-Essex area. And I think, Wendy or someone later in the program will give you the most updated stats on this. But I think till date, we have approximately 22,000 kits that have been provided in the region, roughly about 15,000 plus through the Windsor-Essex Chamber, and then the rest through our partners. So, I'm glad that you're here, and clearly, you are interested in this program, or at least are interested in knowing about this. And I'm hoping that you're convinced that this is the right thing for your business. From our perspective, I think it is extremely important that we support this program and support rapid testing kits. Thankfully, and I think we're all very excited that we are entering stage 3 come July 16th. And that is a huge step forward. And I know how difficult it has been for a lot of businesses, and we've been waiting for this day for a long time. So we've done a lot of good things. We've done a lot of right things to make this happen. So we need to make sure that we don't take any steps to undo all the effort that has gone in, all the sacrifices that have gone in to make this happen and to keep all of us safe, right? So this rapid test kit is a step in the direction of ensuring that we keep our workplace safe, ensuring that we keep our employees safe. As you know, roughly about 60% of the Ontario population is fully vaccinated. So we are kind of inching ourselves towards herd immunity, but we are still not there. The medical experts say that for herd immunity, it needs to be between 70 to 85%. So we are getting close, but we are not there. Hence, it is even more important that we take advantage of the rapid test kits because for those that are not vaccinated, this is really a good way to ensure that they are safe and healthy and easy for businesses to implement this program. It's a very simple test. And again, it is voluntary, but this is a good way for businesses to keep their workplace safe and for the employees to be safe as well. This and more details will be shared, but this is completely free of cost to the businesses in our region. It's being offered throughout Canada. Ontario's several chambers have offered it. In Ontario alone, we have more than 1 million tests that have been conducted so far, or test kits that have been handed so far. So you'll be joining a growing number of businesses that are embracing this and making good use of this. So I commend you for taking time for joining the session to learn more about this and for your interest in taking advantage of the rapid test kit program. The good news here is that it's completely free. There is no cost to you. All you need to do is to sign up and you'll get all the information plus the training, and you'll see some of that today. And just to give you some comparison on this, that if this was done by a private agency, and there are some that are offering this, the cost is $40 per test. So you're getting this at no cost. So it's good for you, good for your employees, and it's great for our entire region because we want to make sure that there is no workplace outbreak, I mean, and we are able to manage and keep the infection rate low. And this is the only way we can open and remain open. So thank you for doing your part, and thank you for your interest here. I'm going to turn this back to Wendy. And again, want to thank Wendy for joining us, and Ivan, thanks for your support as well.
Wendy, unmute yourself.
There, now you can hear me. The Windsor-Essex Chamber of Commerce, the Leamington Chamber, and the Amherstburg Chamber of Commerce, along with our partners WEtech Alliance and FedDev, are facilitating the WEStaySafe rapid testing program. The program is offered free of charge to all local businesses with 150 and fewer employees. Businesses with more than 150 employees can order their tests directly through the Ministry of Health. To date, the regional Chamber network has distributed over 22,000 tests to local businesses. The program will increase workers' access to COVID-19 rapid tests and help to detect COVID-19 quickly before more cases reach workplaces, keeping workers and their families safe and helping businesses to stay open. Rapid tests can be self-administered by the workers on site at your workplace. It takes 15 minutes for the results to appear. The rapid testing program helps to provide you with peace of mind for you and your workers and your customers. It must be noted that rapid tests are only for asymptomatic workers. Anyone exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19, such as headache, fever, cough, runny nose, should leave the workplace immediately and have a full PCR test done. If a worker has had COVID-19, they should wait 90 days until 90 days has passed before they are tested. 1/3 of COVID carriers are asymptomatic, and 50% of virus transmission is by people who have had no symptoms. So you can see how important it is to detect the virus early using rapid testing. The Ministry of Health recommends that fully vaccinated individuals continue to test as well. Demand for COVID-19 tests could grow this fall as companies continue to reopen and want to ensure that their workers remain safe, especially as variants continue to circulate and not everyone is vaccinated. Perrin Beatty, the president of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, is quoted as saying that getting the reassurances that it's safe to go out and do business again and to engage in more ordinary activities is absolutely critical. Rapid tests will play an important part in that. To arrange an appointment to pick up your rapid test kits, you can simply visit our website at www.WEStaySafe.ca. Once an appointment has been booked, you can come to our distribution center to pick up your test kits. Upon arrival, you'll be shown a 6-minute training video that explains how the worker does the self-testing under the supervision of the trained supervisor designate. I'm now going to show you how the actual test is performed. Once you open up your kit, you'll receive a kit like this. Inside the kit, you will find 25 of the test tubes, along with 25 blue caps to go with them. You'll find a bottle of your buffering agent. You'll find 25 swabs, and then you'll find the rapid test device, which is used. This will give you your results. So to begin the test, you'll open your little bottle of buffering agent, and you'll put 8 to 10 drops of buffering agent inside the tube. And then you'll open up this swab. The swab is inserted approximately 2 centimeters inside your nose, so you don't have to go up really far. And you're going to swirl it inside of each nostril 5 to 7 times. And then once you've done that, you'll take your little test tube and then you put the swab inside the tube and you swirl it around in the solution, again, 5 to 7 times. And then as you're pulling the swab up, you'll just squeeze the end of the swab so that you get any remaining sample off into the tube. And then there is a break point on the swab, so you'll just break that off. Let the swab drop back into the tube, put the cap back on, and then you take the little test pad and you're going to put 5 drops of the solution into the pad. And then you'll set your timer for 15 minutes. Yeah, so we'll wait for the results of the test. And then now while we're waiting, I'd like to introduce Yvonne Pilon, President and CEO of WEtech Alliance, and Yvonne will explain the role that they've played in our WEStaySafe program. Yvonne?
Perfect. Thank you, Wendy. And I think we're almost just at the 15-minute mark. So for those that just started at 11, your test would already be completed at this point. So I'm pleased today to just talk a little bit about WEtech's involvement and more importantly about how we were able to partner with the Chamber on this program. So over the last 10 months, with the support of Communitech, FedDev Ontario, Digital Main Street, and Libro Credit Union, WEtech has been assisting regional businesses with identifying new markets, pivoting their business models, solving and emerging problems like this one we are here to solve today, and developing and implementing a deep digital transformation through the Future Proof program. Working collaboratively with partners like the Windsor-Essex Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Future Proof program has helped ensure Main Street businesses and SMEs were well equipped to maintain clients, jobs, revenue in an economic storm as COVID was, and continue to operate and grow amid COVID-19. Today, I'm pleased that I get to share some of the regional impact that this program has had in Windsor-Essex. And the impact highlights include 237 businesses leveraging the Shop Here program, 63 businesses leveraging the transformation teams, 13 regional team leaders that were hired in the region, and almost 60 students were hired as transformation team members. We secured over $40,000 for companies like Red Piston and their ID Quickly COVID contactless tracing solution. And we brought over $122,000 to support 2 community collaboration projects in Windsor-Essex and Chatham-Kent, including the one we're here to talk about today, WEStaySafe. The WEStaySafe model was designed and piloted in the Waterloo region in partnership with one of our tech friends called Communitech. And they developed this into a toolkit that was really about bringing this to other regions. And as you're going to hear today, this program is important, and most importantly, it's easy and it's free. It's simple, self-administered tool. You literally saw Wendy do that in a just quick second. It's like a pregnancy test that allows you to screen yourself for COVID-19. As my colleague in Waterloo, Ian Klugman, says, if you can brush your teeth, you can do this. And if you do test positive, you have to go for the official brain tickler test, as they say. And if you're negative, you are good to go. So this program really is about keeping people and businesses safe and making sure we don't let our guard down. So in closing, I'd just like to say thank you to our partners who helped refer the Future Proof program, as well as the Windsor-Essex Regional Chamber of Commerce, the employers on the line today, as well as the other chambers and employers that are listening in today, for helping bring this program to Windsor-Essex. So let's continue to keep Windsor-Essex safe. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Yvonne, and thank you for your support with the program. Next up, I'd like to introduce Wendy Parsons, the General Manager for the Leamington Chamber of Commerce. Wendy, go ahead.
Hi, everybody, and great job on the test, Wendy. it was wonderful to see you provide that for all the guests on the call today. And as you can see, and Yvonne mentioned it, it's very, very easy to do it. The first time some of our businesses have done it, they're a little hesitant and, oh my gosh, it's going to come negative. And for the most part, we've on our side, we've been very lucky, and everybody has tested negative. So why did we participate in the program? We, along with the Amherstburg Chamber and the Windsor Chamber, thought it was so important to provide a peace of mind for our business community, for their employers, the employees, the staff, the communities, and their families. And it stops us. It's going to help us stop shutting down different businesses, because you don't want that outbreak coming into your place of business. And it's again, that peace of mind. And as Rakesh and Wendy both mentioned, it's a free program. We are just so lucky. We've been able to utilize it in our restaurant community, our greenhouses, industry. The hairdressers are now taking advantage of it, and especially since we're opening up on Friday, a lot of places are thinking, oh geez, I better get something to prevent me from bringing COVID into my business. So I think that this is such a great free program, and I hope more businesses do take advantage. Just in our area alone, we've had just over 61 businesses, and we've had almost 7,000 kits that have gone out to the different businesses. So kudos to everybody involved, and thanks for your help, and let's keep this COVID thing out of our lives. Thanks.
Thank you, Wendy, and thank you for your support during the rolling out of this program. Next up, I have Jacqueline DePasquale from the Amherstburg Chamber of Commerce, and she's going to offer her thoughts on the program.
Thank you, Wendy. And you got the last name right. Also, and Wendy Parsons touched on this pretty well. We're a really small chamber, myself being the only employee that's part-time, but we felt this was going to be a very important incentive to have out to our businesses. We didn't anticipate that we would get a ton of traction, being that we are a small community, but we were just happy to provide this. Like Wendy touched upon, this was something that I feel once it was out there, we started to see COVID numbers drop, the more that these tests can be so easily accessed. So we wanted to be a part of that. Now, I would like to give a shout out. They're not on this call, but we decided to partner with another nonprofit organization in Amherstburg. They're called the Amherstburg Community Services. So like I said, we're a very small organization, not a lot of manpower, but they do have that. So we were able to distribute all of our test kits from their location. We set everything up with them. So the Amherstburg Chamber set everything up, and then Amherstburg Community Service took over from there. So we're really grateful for their support. To this day, we've only given out 250 test kits, but that's better than nothing. So we're very happy. We're great to participate, and thank you everyone for putting on this incentive and having us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Before we listen to the remaining speakers, I just wanted to ask if anybody has any questions up until this point that they'd like answered.
Okay, so we do have a question. So what is the difference between a PCR test and a rapid test?
Okay, the rapid test, it actually just tests for a protein in the sample. The accuracy of the rapid test is about a 90% accuracy rate. The PCR test actually tests at a DNA level, and it does have a higher accuracy rate.
Okay, and we have one more. So who can benefit from the test? Is it just employees, or can I test anyone at my home as well?
At this point, the rapid tests are just being distributed to businesses. So it is only employees at the business place that can be tested.
Okay, that's all the questions that are here for now. But as we go along through the webinar, just a reminder to put your questions in the Q&A section, and then we'll get to them.
Okay. Next up, we are going to hear some testimonials from some businesses that are actually participating in the program. First up, we have Faith Schofield from the Windsor Symphony. Faith, go ahead.
Thank you, Wendy. Good morning, all. As Wendy said, my name's Faith. I'm the Director of Operations and Artistic Administration at the WSO. The mission of the WSO is to connect the people of Windsor and Essex County through live music, which has been pretty much impossible during this pandemic. We also manage the Capitol Theatre, working with community partners such as with various dance companies and theater groups from across the province. To give you an idea of the scope of our work, pre-pandemic, we performed approximately 125 live concerts each year. That was across the county. For us, that meant selling about 70,000 individual tickets for those public concerts. So that's 70,000 people coming downtown to downtown Windsor, to the Capitol, to all of the other venues, Leamington United Mennonite Church, the Bank Theatre where we perform, Amherstburg. They're coming down to get great dinner beforehand, meet for coffee afterwards, but that is what we were doing before the pandemic. When the pandemic started, of course, we could no longer perform for live audiences, and so like many arts organizations made the move to digital. For us, that meant creating 2 digital concert series, which reached approximately 1,400 households. Going from seeing around 70,000 people per year down to 1,400 households separated from us by a screen was just a monumental change. And we've all been struggling to try and stay connected and figure out who we are when we're not creating and experiencing together. I share the above with you to illustrate why the WEStaySafe rapid testing program is so important for us at the WSO and the Capitol. We must create a safe environment for our staff and artists, and eventually on Friday, 50% of our patrons, in order to once again connect people through live music and live art. Our experience with the program thus far has been incredibly positive. While most of our staff are still working remotely, those of us required to go into the theater are testing themselves a minimum of twice per week. Both the staff, as you saw with Wendy's, the self-testing process is super easy. It's not the brain scooping kind. The directions for us are all clear and have been easy to use for people ranging from contractors who were replacing a carpet to our librarian. I mean, every person that we work with who has had to be in the Capitol as a staff person has found the process very easy. I'm the person in charge of reporting our test results and picking up the new kits. Also incredibly easy. It takes no more than a couple minutes. Wendy's been great to chat with whenever I go in to pick up new tests. So enrolling in this program has provided all of us at the Capitol and the WSO with a sense of reassurance that our work environment is as safe as possible during these challenging times. And we're currently planning our 2021-2022 season with a combination of digital and, fingers crossed, live events. Those details will be available to all in late August. I encourage you all to see what this WEStaySafe rapid testing program can do for your organization, and I look forward to seeing all of you in person at the Capitol or at any of our fantastic live venues across the county. And thanks for all your support in doing this. It's really fantastic.
Thank you, Faith. That was a really great testimonial. And it's really great that you're participating in the program. Next up, we have Lois Baker from Accountability. Lois, go ahead.
Well, that was a hard act to follow, Faith. Sorry, I don't have quite that much to say, but tell you a little bit about our company. We are in our 22nd year. It's Accountability Bookkeeping is the name of the business. I'm partners with my sister, and we have about 6 fantastic staff. We're one big happy family. About half of them are working from home, but they're in and out of the office periodically to pick up paperwork or to run off a bunch of copies on the printer. And anyways, I generally make time to read the chamber newsletter every time I get it, which is rare for me because we've been so busy. I don't spend a lot of time on email, but I did notice the announcement about the Stay Safe program. And I thought it was really a great idea, but I didn't think we would have any need for it. A few days later, I discovered that one of my employees was not planning on getting vaccinated at the time. And a few days after that, I discovered a second employee who had the same feelings. So right away, I remembered the newsletter that we got from the chamber. And I asked the one employee if she would be interested in getting involved with the program. I was more concerned about her safety than ours, actually, because everybody else had been vaccinated, both vaccinations. And I was just concerned about her welfare more than anything. Anyway, she happily agreed to join the program, and the other employee was away at the time. So when she came back, the first employee I talked to explained the program to her, and now they're both testing twice a week. And I'm sure it gives them peace of mind, and it definitely gives me and the other employees peace of mind. I'm glad that, you know, we can do something to ensure that they're still healthy. And it's going great. And I just really applaud the chamber for and the other organizations for making this possible. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It really gives us a lot of peace of mind. Thank you.
That was great, Lois. Thanks so much. And next up, we have Melissa Thompson from Media Street Productions. Go ahead, Melissa.
Hi, thank you so much for putting this on. I think it's great to get the information out there to businesses who might not know about this program or want more information. As Wendy mentioned, my name is Melissa Thompson. I'm the production manager at Media Street Productions. Media Street, we are a local video production company. You may recognize our name as we are the team that produced the 2021 Business Excellence Awards, as well as many other previous BEAs as well. We actually celebrated our 25th anniversary during COVID. I obviously use the term celebrated quite loosely, as we weren't able to really have the celebration that we would have liked to have had to celebrate. But our team is small but mighty, and a big part of that is our ability to collaborate on projects, which I think we can all agree it's fairly difficult to do remotely. At least it is for us in a creative environment. So before we found out about the WEStaySafe program, we had actually purchased antigen tests from Audacia Bioscience in order to facilitate testing of both our staff as well as anyone who might be coming into our studio to film. There's something to be said, and I think that this seems to be an ongoing thread through the testimonials. It's that peace of mind that it gives us all. We do our testing every Monday, and it's that 15 minutes to give the peace of mind as we begin our work week together to know that everyone is healthy and safe. We're thankful to not just the Windsor-Essex Chamber, but to all of the partners who collaborated on this initiative that keeps the safety of small businesses at the forefront and who ultimately had a hand in ensuring our business remained viable throughout this really difficult time. So thanks so much.
Great. Thank you so much, Melissa, and thank you for participating in the program. And now we're going to hear from some employees who've been testing on a regular basis as well. First up, we have Alora Dumouchelle from Accountability. Go ahead, Alora.
Hi, thank you. So my name is Alora, and I'm an employee at Accountability. We have been participating in the program for about 6 weeks now. I'm the program administrator, so I will gather the results from everyone and I report them on the website, as well as picking up the new kits and reordering them. It's a very quick process. It's very quick, very easy to take the tests and to report the results. So we like that a lot. We take the test twice a week. We like to take them on Tuesday and Thursday. And we like how they show up within 15 minutes. It gives us a peace of mind knowing that we are keeping ourselves safe as well as the community. We deal with a lot of different clients and members of the community. So it gives us a peace of mind knowing that we are safe as well as the community. Thank you very much for having us, and thank you for allowing us to participate in this program.
Thank you, Alora. Thank you so much for your testimonial and for being a faithful tester. And next up, this will be our last presenter, is John Newland. He's one of my colleagues here at the Windsor-Essex Chamber. Go ahead, John.
Thanks, Wendy. I just want to extend my thanks and congratulations to you specifically, as well as Sarah Hurst for administering this program here. You've really done a great job and kept us on the straight and narrow. I must admit, though, that I became a little nervous when Yvonne Pilon said that this was similar to a pregnancy test. So I was a little unsure about that, but that notwithstanding, we've been doing tests here now for about 2 months, and fortunately, we've all tested negative. I believe that's the right way. Is that right, Wendy? So we tested negative, right? So, and I think it's, again, it's the peace of mind, but it's also the respect that we have to have for all of our colleagues and our co-workers here. So that's the other reason. I think the other thing too is that it demonstrates to the business community and the county that we practice what we preach, and everybody's been doing 2 tests a week since we started, as I said. So I think what it does, it demonstrates the leadership that the chamber continues to exhibit to businesses. Not only that we want to make sure that they're safe, as well as that they're progressing, and we give them the tools to be safe as well as to be successful in business. So I was told, I did my test this morning. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm going to hold it up. I did this about an hour ago, and I've tested negative once again. So again, thanks to my colleagues, because if it wasn't for Wendy and Sarah cracking the whip twice a week, I don't know that we'd be doing it as well and as often as we should. So kudos to them, and we'll continue to do this as long as we need to. So again, back to you, Wendy. Thanks.
Great, thanks, John, and thank you for your dedication in testing twice a week. It's been great. While everybody was talking, my timer did go off, but I just wanted to, how do I show this? But the results of my test, it's a line at the letter C, which means that, oh, I've got it the wrong way. Sorry, there. It's testing at the letter C, which means that I have tested as negative. If both lines were showing, that would mean that it was a positive result, and that would mean I would have to leave the webinar immediately and somebody else would have to take over. And then if the line was just at the T mark, that would mean it was an inconclusive result. And again, you would have to go for a full PCR test. So at this time, I'd like to ask again if there's any other questions that have come up during the webinar. I'd be happy to answer them.
Yeah, so we do have one. The question is, do we have to test twice a week? Because sometimes a lot of businesses still have people working from home, or they're not in the office all the time.
The twice weekly, that is just a guideline to follow. It's really up to the individual business to decide how often they'd like to test. You can test more often if you feel the need, or you can test less frequently.
Okay, and then where does the waste go?
Okay, the waste at this time, we are collecting all of the waste. It is considered biohazardous waste, so we do have a biohazard container here at the chamber that we take down to the hospital. So when you return your waste to us, bring it to us in you know, a heavy-duty plastic Ziploc bag, or if you do have some kind of a small biohazard container, you can bring that as well.
Okay, and then what information goes to the government?
Okay, when you do the reporting, there's no personal information asked at all. You'll go to the WEStaySafe website to do the reporting. You're simply going to enter the number of tests that have been performed, the number of negative results, the number of positive results, and the number of inclusive results. But absolutely no personal information is given.
Okay, and then the last question I have here is, when do the kits expire?
The kits will expire in January of 2022. We will send an email out early in December to all of the participants so that everybody knows, you know, when the kits will be expiring. Okay, so if that's all the questions, then this concludes our WEStaySafe Rapid Test webinar. I'd like to thank everybody who participated in our webinar today, to all of our people that are participating in the program. And if you haven't yet signed up for our program, please visit our website at www.westaysafe.ca to register. And please remember, stay safe and stay open by rapid testing, physical distancing, wearing masks, and hand washing. Thanks so much to everybody. Take care.